Like many Kiwis in the world of business-to-business exporting, you might think there's one way to get good leads, in person. But that's not true. For B2B decision makers, research is a huge part of their decision making, and they're often doing the vetting online, which is great for you. So let's make sure your website is ready. The following tips and tricks are what New Zealand exporters have found really make or break a B2B website. Our first tip is to make sure your website is fit for purpose. If you're going to build a website for your new market, you may as well do it properly. There are beautiful websites out there, and we know it's tempting to follow suit. But when you're trying to build a B2B presence that supports long sales cycles from New Zealand, winning an award for the best website shouldn't be your top priority, so don't spend too much time or money making it pretty. It's more important that your customers can use it easily and can find what they're looking for. Showcase your offering. Use content that gives them the information they need at each stage of the sales process, and make sure everything is localised, tailored to your customer and their market nuances. A Kiwi exporter selling building material to the US knew how different the weather was over there. So unlike customers in New Zealand, their overseas prospects would be looking for hurricane-proof material. So they put the information they needed on their site. Then there's keeping your customers interested and engaged. Provide a level of credibility that proves you're not at risk and you're a capable supplier. Proof points, quotes from other customers and market, or case studies about them can really help with this. Tell customers who you are on your About page. A lot of New Zealand websites are missing this. Having photos of you and your team in your export market also lets people know you're real. Show off positive feedback to drive it home. Not only are you real, you're great. People have worked with you and had a good experience. If you've worked with big clients, tell the world. Even better if you've got successful case studies. Right, so you've nailed the website. How do you use it to capture leads and fill the top of that sales funnel? To make your site work for you, you'll want it to capture the details of visitors. If you get their emails, you've got a way to contact them directly, but you might have to give them something in return to get hold of it. It could be useful information. Having at least one white paper relevant to their market or thought piece to trade for details is a quick win. What doesn't tend to work as well is just asking them to subscribe to a newsletter. Don't we already get too many? It's not usually the best hook. An example of a white paper that might really encourage leads in your target market to give you their email is one that's highly relevant to them. If you're a building material exporter, you could offer a white paper that details how your product satisfies building codes and legalities in your customer's market. This removes the research task for them and says right away, we have what you need, where you need it. Now I know we've said we're not trying to win the best website award, but there are still a few things we can learn from the beautiful ones. We're not selling customer products, but visitors still expect a decent website experience. Don't panic. It doesn't have to be expensive, it just needs to work. Our best advice is to stay away from enormous images. They take too long to load and they're bad for SEO ranking. The same goes for any large files that can be hard to download. Then there are the real basics, like broken links or too many clicks to get to where you want to go. There are tools you can use, like SEMrush, to audit your website and to see how it performs. Plus, tools like this will put a lens on it if you're asking someone else to build it for you. Don't forget to add some sort of analytics to your site to measure how it's doing. That way, you can see which pages are most popular with your visitors, how many people are downloading your content, and what's really generating the leads. So getting your B2B export website right comes down to doing the basics well and giving overseas leads what they came for at different stages of the B2B sales cycle. A good website will do some of the work for you in getting those important leads to the top of your sales funnel. For more information and help on exporting, please visit my NZTE.